recognizing there's a whole bunch of stuff that really winds me up and that I don't like. And all that's about is just managing, having a good, like, paradigm on how to manage relationships.
Would you not worry though that, say, if Josie saw you like laughing and being in the bed with Sam, that might stress your relationship between yourself and her?
Yeah, but that's only like an explanation away. Like John today, he didn't understand why. I explained it to him.
Yeah, I guess so.
I can't change how I manage relationships for other people.
Yeah.
You know, I can't allow the fear of that to come on me. I've just got to do what I've learned works.
Do what you want to do.
And then if people around me sort of question that, then I can explain it to them. See, the thing is, it's almost like with a lot of people, they either 100% totally trust you and you become a friend, or they don't trust you and suddenly you're outside of the fold. I've learned to manage relationships where I recognize that I can have great friendship with people, not necessarily 100% trust them, but I can have a really good relationship with them, you know? A lot of people, something to offend them, straight away they'll shut down and like, I can't trust that person, and then they'll shut off the relationship. I've learned that every relationship has very definite boundaries. If you recognize that, to bring, and there can be a measure of trust there, but they also realize that like they will let you down. There will be times where their personality, which isn't good, will wind you up, but if you manage your relationship within those boundaries, you can have a good relationship with them. And just because
I guess you just have to handle your own feelings, don't you, and don't let that stand in the way.
You can have a good relationship with every single person in this house. Doesn't mean to say you've got to hold hands with them and take windy walks. And it doesn't mean that you don't recognize some of the bad stuff they're walking in. It just means that you've learned to have a relationship with people recognizing there are very definite boundaries.
See, I think that's what wound me up the most about Sam, about how he said that the harmony in the house wasn't a good thing, that we weren't keeping it real and that we were lying to each other.
Yeah, and then you got this thing is there's two things you can do then.
Yeah.
You can either like kick against that and get angry and bitter towards him, which is going to cause there to be more, you know, problems that you don't want.
Yeah.
Or you recognise that love never fails, and you recognise that the guy has got, you know, some issues, but that you can still have relationship with him within those boundaries, and like set the trust at the level that you're comfortable with. So I've got certain friends.
Do you think he has issues? Do you think he is insecure?
Oh, definitely. I've got certain friends that I can trust my life with. Happily trust my life with. I've got friends that will lay down their life for me today. You know, I've managed to, who are really good friends, and I'll go out and have a curry with, and I'll take my wife like 2 hours in the car to hook up with them, and like we'll have a great time with them, maybe even spend a weekend with them. But I'll recognize that my relationship with them is different. It has very definite boundaries, and that I wouldn't be able to trust my life with them, but they're really good friends. You understand?
Definitely.
The biggest thing to make relationships work is just to be friendly, to be open,
But sometimes it's hard though, because you're clouded, aren't you, in your judgment of someone?
I think if you've got an attitude that there's something good in everyone, that everyone has got something they can bring to the table, even the Sam Peppers of this world, that there's something really positive in everyone, and you've got a humility which says, I want to learn from people, and I want to have good relationship with people. I don't want there to be like walls between us. I want to have good relationship with people. If you have that attitude, and then when people lay you down, you're quick to forgive and realize that they're just human and that they're imperfect and that they're going to lay you down, I think you can not only build relationships with people, but you can maintain relationship as well.
I think that's my problem, because I can definitely see there is good in Sam Pepper. It's probably my humility and forgiveness that I need to work on, because I just get so cross when I see him saying those things to you and Josie. That
I know, but he'll learn.
It's hard for me to stand by and watch while he says those things to my friends, you know.
The thing is, a lot more mature than him. You know, he's 21 years old. He's older than you, but you're a lot more mature than him. and he thinks at the minute that he can do whatever he wants to do, and who gives a rip, and he thinks that's a positive thing.
Yeah.
It's only a positive thing if it's tempered with wisdom and humility. If it's not, then he will just become a miserable person to everyone around him.
That's
you know?
the thing. He's not going to have friends in this house, is he? Well, he might have friends, but if he was just to have a little more wisdom, he would have a lot more friends in here. Because he is a nice guy and he would be able to enjoy himself a lot more.
I bet you any money at all, right, I could befriend him and me and him could get very close within a week. Even with him being the way he is now.
Right. Well, that's good, because he's definitely going to need someone like you, who's a good influence.
And it's a decision as well. I mean, most people wouldn't bother, like Josie said. I wouldn't bother with you on the outside, so why should I be nice to you and why should I bother with you in here? You know what I mean? I just haven't got time for that. Like, for me, if he's in here,
yeah,
I want to, you know, love on him. I want to be a friend of his, you know?
Yeah.
And I want to somehow build a relationship whilst recognizing the limitations because of the crap in his personality.
Yeah. Initially, like, if I had a fact sheet about you, I'd say, oh no, this isn't probably the kind of person I would hang out with in the outside world. But now, after spending like 3 weeks with friends,
yeah,
when we leave this house,
yeah,
so maybe I need to be less judgmental in that way.
Trust and stuff. It's like our mind tells us that, like, we can only have a relationship with certain types of people.
Yeah, exactly.
And that certain types of people, you know, will let us down and they will be not a blessing to us, but almost like a curse. And there's this thing that we build around ourselves to protect ourselves. I've just allowed that to come down because I'm at rest in who I am before God. So, like, I know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm not insecure in who I am. Like, if I was to go through the doors tonight and they were to boo me to death, it wouldn't change anything for me.
Oh, good, good.
Hi, bro. You alright? What's happened?
Nothing. I just wanted to grab like 20 minutes sleep.
What happened? Big brother.
Oh, well, they stand up to the alarm, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is closer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. So how do you... I want to protect my friend, you know, I want to make sure that he doesn't feel like that to Josie again, but at the same time it would be nice to get to know him better and to bring out his good qualities.
I think a lot of it is recognising where he's at.
Yeah?
And being willing to acknowledge the good in him whilst recognising there's crap that's going on. It all depends how much people want to do it.
Yeah.
Because it is work. It's not easy.
No.
But it just depends if someone can be bothered to put the time in.
Yeah.
Because, like, because God has given me a supernatural love for people, it's easy for me.
Yep.
I don't even think like some other people in terms of relationships.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, I love everyone. I'll go to the Indian, I'll go to the Chinese, wherever, and within a minute, you know, I'm talking to the waiter, waitress, wherever. You know what I mean? There's like a union there.
What's that? Have you carved your name in there?
Yeah, but everyone should do it.
Well, like Steve was here.
I put Steve for Dion, like at school, like writing on a tree or something.
Oh.
Right hand?
I think everyone should do it. There's a screw in that pot there, look.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben.
Just scratch your nose in it.
No, above 9 pounds.
Andrew's retiring or something.
Like meat pie.
Andrew Scorin.
Because then both our names are on it, you know.
That's it.